We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Miami Marlins. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. So almost ready to get underway. And pitching in this game, Yuri Perez. What should we keep an eye on here?
Big time arm power. One thing he struggles with, though, is repeating his delivery. And sometimes you have bigger pitchers trying to sync things up. Not as easy as a more compact pitcher. But if he can get command going, establish it early, and carry it through the ball game, he's going to pitch deep into this one.
So in now for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan. In the air, right side, Sanchez gets under it, and there's one down.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Lane Thomas stands in now and watches strike one. Perez, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Check swing, called strike.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun. Here's Jose Ramirez. What does he need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and hitters are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it. Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Pickoff throw. Ramirez back on a dive.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. One ball. No throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning. Back here with my pal Siggy. And today's starter, Luis Ortiz.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Otto Lopez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. That one's in there, and it's 1-1. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. Nope, he held back. And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 3. Fastball for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Rip to first. Caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Xavier Edwards in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. And that's in there at the knees. 1 out, base is empty. Check swing called strike. That's strike 2. And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Pulled the string on the changeup. So digging in, Kyle Stowers. And first offering is fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a grounder, foul first base side. And down on strikes. Marlins set down in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the DH, David Fry. Perez back to work. And that clips the inside corner. Perez, a 6'8" righty, 220 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And downstairs.
1 and 2.
In the air, left side, Myers. Makes the catch for the out. And the batter now, Carlos Santana. First pitch swinging.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. And foul ball. 1 down, base is empty.
2 and 2.
Swing and a ground ball. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. And that's in for a strike. Second inning here, no score. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Here in Cleveland, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the plate, Dane Myers. Check swing called strike. Strike 1. Line drive caught. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 6th.
And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley. There's a strike. In the air out towards right center. Thomas sizing this one up. Hauls it in for the out. Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins. Hammered, base hit. The throw to third. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
2 outs. And ball one.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Runner takes off, pitches low, and safe. It's a stolen base. Next offering upstairs. Sanchez, the runner at third. Sanoja on at second with 2 down. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments where everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
2 outs, bases full. And now the center fielder, Derek Hill. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. The pitch.
That's a ball. 1-1.
On the corner for a strike. Now 1-2.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back now at Progressive Field. Well, here we go. Top of the third. Scoreless game. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Got him. That K is his third of the game. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. Off the mark there. And that is ball one. That's out to center field. Hill settles underneath it. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. And up next for Cleveland, Will Brennan. Just missed. Ripped, but it curls foul. Top of the third, no score. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. That's inside.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Myers makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the inning, and now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez.
For the Marlins, the shortstop, Otto Lopez.
Check swing, called strike. The shortstop takes the ball. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And a 1-2. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Back there, out of here. He'll touch them all, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. So now here's the DH, Xavier Edwards. There's the strike of the knees.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that's outside.
The real threats are coming up. Already giving up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Kyle Stowers digs in now. Outside.
One ball, no strike.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the second game of the series. And now 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
2-1.
On the ground, slides for the stop, throw to first, and they get the out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Dane Myers. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in the last half of the third. And that drops in for a strike. Outside low, and it's 2-1. That's down and in. A slider missed. Check swing, and he went. And it's 3-2.
2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. And now Jesus Sanchez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fastball for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. And up next for Miami, Graham Pauley. There's the strike.
0-1.
And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. That catches the zone for a strike, and a count 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. As we go to the top of the 4th, here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Puts it away for the out. Here's Lane Thomas.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Misses inside, and the count is 2-0.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
In the dirt, ball 3.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Perez checks over to first, and he's back. And that's the second disengagement now. To third, Pauley. Tosses to first, and Ramirez is set down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Fry batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
In the dirt. Thomas up to third on the wild pitch.
Heads up base running right there.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Missed with a changeup. 2-2.
2-2.
Stays alive. 2 outs. In the dirt, and it scoots away. Runner holds, and it's a full count. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
This one in the air, center field. Makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Bottom 4, now it's the second baseman, Javier Sanoja. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Marlins doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
That one ripped left field. Kwan going back, and that's going to bang against the wall. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Next to hit, Derek Hill. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next offering is downstairs. And that's in for a strike. That one just misses.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a
Hunter Gaddis takes over on the mound.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Lopez in the box again, takes a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Ripped to third and caught. Throw not in time as he's able to get back to avoid the double play. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. 1 for 2. Lifted in the air out to left. Kwan makes the grab. And the inning is. And we're back. New inning getting started. And now the shortstop, Daniel Schneemann. Perez back to work. And a strike in there. Schneemann, 28 years old. Usually a second baseman, but today starting at shortstop. And that one missing low.
Well, some people think this is no big deal, but I think when you consider the longer throw, the fact that you've got to be able to cover up the middle to your left, it's a big adjustment for him.
That one misses. And now 3-1. Right through there for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Here's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias.
That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
1 ball, no strike.
Late swing fouled off. Schneemann on at first, nobody out. And he takes one right on the black. Going to count 1 and 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Just missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one the other way. Off balance feet. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. So in now for Cleveland, Bo Naylor. Fly to center his first time. And that is out of play. There's the strike to the knees. And it's 0-2. Good eye right there.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on.
Got him swinging. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Will Brennan digs in for the Guardians. Fly to left his first time. That one missed. To the right side, Stowers. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the 5th, and at the plate for Miami, Kyle Stowers. That's in there, 0-1.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1 and 2. And that one lifted in the air center field. Thomas makes the grab, 1 down. And now for the Marlins, Dane Myers. He's 0 for 1. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Fair ball.
Now batting, the right fielder.
And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. He's 2 for 2. And a breaking ball misses outside. Swings through that. Man at first, 1 away. Not even close there. And a count 2-1. And that drops in for a strike. Got him. Larry Bullard rings him up.
Now batting,
Here's the third baseman, Graham Pauley. 0 for 2 in this one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 out.
The second baseman.
So up next, Javier Sanoja. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
No ball. 1
Myers on second. Pauley at first, 2 out of the inning. And a swing and a miss.
0-2.
Chance to collect himself now as he asks for time.
One and 2.
This one in the dirt. Two on, 2 outs. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. And that'll do it. Back here in Cleveland. And here is Stephen Kwan.
Now pitching for
Calvin
the Marlins,
Fauché gets handed the rock out of the
number
pen.
53.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Zips it to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So digging in, Lane Thomas. And that misses. 1-0. And downstairs. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. And strike 2. And that just misses. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one out to right. Sanchez hauls it in, 2 away. Stepping up for the Guardians, Jose Ramirez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In there at the knees. Next offering is down low. That's towards center. Hill has this one sized up. Squeezes it. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. One up, one down. So up next, Derek Hill is struck out, and he is walked.
Hill.
And the slider just misses. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard. Lopez now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning. And next is the designated hitter, Xavier Edwards. 1 for 3. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. He goes down looking. We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the DH, David Fry. That's too low. And that is ball 1. Hard hit right side. Throws to first in time. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th. Next to hit, Carlos Santana. That one fouled off. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to the left, Paulie gets it to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. And up next for Cleveland, Daniel Schneemann.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Now pitching for the
new
Marlins.
Pitcher in the game, number 86.
Number 86.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swings and misses, struck him out. So a lefty out of the pen, Colby Allard.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
49. Colby Allard.
I'm trying to stay golden, I'm playing it open. I keep my mind closed, I can't stand when it's open. It's seeming like praying is a way to get focused. Making life better for family and friends. I know these losers can't stand when we win. I know a list of vultures trying to pick me open, but I'm sitting focused, trying to lift the culture, but I'm feeling hopeless. I've been rhyming for a minute, I've been grinding, trying to get it. Got a lot up on my mind, and I'm trying to make decisions. Hey, get up out my way, I ain't really trying to trouble you. Focus, trying to lift the culture, but I'm feeling hopeless. I've been rhyming really matter how tall I grow, cause I'ma be me, that's all I know. Don't be talking reckless.
Welcome back as we have a pinch hitter to lead it off.
17.
Alex Cole.
Cole.
There's a strike. Started to swing, held up. Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. That one finds the corner. 0-1. Hard hit, but right at him in left. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Next offering upstairs. Good job to fight that one off. Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Agustin Ramirez getting loose there. He's now in the game at first.
Number 50.
One-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Gabriel Arias. And fouled off. Swings and misses, struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. Naylor in the box now, takes strike one. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. Outside with a breaking ball.
I don't know how you take that one after the called strike on the corner, just a little bit off the edge.
That just misses. Ball two.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians, Angel Martinez.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
There's a strike. That's in there.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
On the ground to third. Bounces it to first, but he digs it out and the inning is over.
Now pitching for
Back
the
now,
Guardians.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Cade Smith. And at the plate for Miami, Graham Pauley. Just missed. Smith, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. Check swing on a 1-0, appeal to third, and he went around according to Patrick Johnson. The next pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Back to the mound. He's got it. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting.
Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins.
Sanoja.
Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Line drive, caught.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Hill at the plate and takes high there. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Sanoja leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Next offering is fouled back.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here in Cleveland, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. On the corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. Fought off foul. That one to first. He'll do it himself. And the leadoff man retired here in the ninth. Lane Thomas, the next to hit. Quarter.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on here, Anthony Bender.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Just missed. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. That one close, ruled the ball. The count now 2-2. Check swing. Now a look down to first. And he punches him out. He went around. Last out for the Guardians in this one. So in now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. And that's outside. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you if he will.
Knee high, that's in for a strike. Bender is just one strike away. Ripped on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. The Marlins claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. 1-0 the final. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Time my legs